Hello everybody, SeKo Starcraft here, doing a little bit of Legacy of the Void, one of my replays, Omniscient, bottom right, going up for a fast scout up against some Korean dude. I'm pretty sure it's Korean, could be just about any language, I'm not exactly sure. There's only one server, like you only play North America for Legacy of the Void, so anybody from anywhere comes and jams with you. So that's why he's GGing at the front. I think it's a more Korean thing to do. Did leave the timer on the right hand side, so that way if people do want to see the timing of builds, I would recommend not using this particular replay to learn anything about timings, because I tried to do some funny stuff on this replay, and I got smoked for it. So yeah, ignore the timings, but it's just there, because I've been requested to. Coming up here, we're going to see a fast gas before a pool, which I do scout. Probably could have came down here and threw down a block or something like that, but I figured Lings will be out before too long, that'd be expensive, probably not worth my time. On second thought, though, that might have been kind of cool. I'm gonna use that as a time. I want to see how long it would be before Lings could potentially be out if I was to block this. At the same time, I'm going to go for a proxy barracks, 2 barracks. So you get lots of money, so I'm going to try for a little bit of extra Reaper action. But most people can probably predict how that's going to go. Looking at the setup for my opponent here is playing way more defensive, likely because he's used to playing Legacy of the Void, and most people don't know how to macro well, such as myself, so they go for cheese and or pressure. So let's see, if I had an engineering bay here now, he would come down. I just want to see about how much time he'd be missing. He's going for a scout around his base, make sure there's not like a bunker back there, which probably could have got away with. Actually, probably would have denied it for a while. Just not saying for sure, but it probably would have got a nice denial off. First Reaper on the way. I didn't have my timings down at all. I just threw this build together while I was playing, so I just figured I'd give it a try and see how work it got done. It probably would have worked better against the Terran. Anyways, second Reaper is starting, but speed is already on the way. Gonna come back up in here for another scout. And really, I see everything. I should be paying way more attention to this. If you come down here, you see there is nobody mining from the gas, but the pool is researching. So I probably should have just gave up while I was ahead. Overlord does see what's coming out here. I don't know what this Reaper was doing pathing-wise. Did you see that? Like, I ride him across the map. It was quicker for him to come out, go down, come up the wall, come around the base, and go this way, than to just head out or anything like that. That was cute. Third and fourth Reaper now being made, but he's already starting some Lings. Hatchery's almost finished. So this isn't going to be too solid. Do have one like Marine. I was looking to see if I can maybe catch an Overlord or something out there. Behind this, I have double gases going right now because I really am not too sure what I'm going to do. Command centers at least started somewhere a decent time, and I am till technically ahead on workers, even with how stupid this opening is. And the other thing is, I'm banking up Reapers. He's banking up Lings. Like, he's expecting the Reapers to come. And he saw one leave, so he's probably pretty certain that I'm banking up Reapers. So in come the first three. And look, I'm like, hey, look, I'm going to get some drones. And just get smushed. I felt so stupid. I don't even know if I killed. I think I killed one Ling out of that. Another Reaper, I'm just going to give up. I canceled out my other Reapers. Enough of investment. He's throwing down another gas, though. He's going up to 2 gases and a Roach Warren. And really, he's got all map control. It's all his now. He can do whatever he wants. I'm throwing down a second command center at this point. Sorry, a third command center. Just because I've got this money to spend. I'm now officially a long ways behind. At least I know he didn't take a third base yet, because that's what my proxy stuff was. So we'll see what I can do with this game. Engineering bay on the way as well. He'll come down and clean up a couple of random units stuck down here, because, yeah, I wasn't playing this well. And I have at least a Marine at home to defend. He comes up here and he scouts. He did click on these. He knows he's the double command center behind this. Reaper did go and I think I got a scout. No, I'm about to scout right now. I'm willing to sack this Reaper. I need to see what's coming. See the gas mining. I'm going to come up here and I'm actually going to see the Baneling Nest and the Roach Warren. A couple of very, very important pickups there. And he's just going to get shot in the face. Barracks will come home, but it's fun. I'm going into Mech anyways. Widowmines coming out and getting ready for tanks. Because he probably could still go for a bust here. I'm very concerned about that. Because I did see the Baneling Nest, so I will throw down a bunker. Is this the best place for it? It might be arguable to maybe put it down here, where at least, you know, you could big some building wall offs, but whatever. I got some widow mines coming out, tank on the way. I'm actually gonna. I was thinking about running this command center to the north, but like this guy, I think is pretty solid. So I'm not thinking I'm going to go and do something foolish yet. Something sneaky like that. I don't think I'd be able to get away with it. Even though I have my engineering bay done, I was thinking about planetary fortress sneaking something. These command centers will move over. Probably should just be using them to make more SCVs right now, but I'm not playing good. Look how much worker lead he's got right now. Plus he's got army. Banelings are done. He didn't make many, and they don't have speed yet, so I think that was kind of a weird move. Tank will finish up. We'll be in range of this Ling down here, and we'll shoot it in the face. Blammo. Oh yeah, what am I drinking right now? I've actually got a frozen Red Bull. I put it in a glass and then left it in the freezer too long, so it's way too warm in this place. So it's half ice, half slushy. It's quite tasty though. Couple Lings gonna come in, try to be a jerk. I do have some Hellions done right now though. Oh, friendly fire. A little bit of extra damage to that Hellion. Big pile of Lings out right now, but now with Hellions done, see what he can get done with it. I was going to go for a run by. I thought maybe those are all he had for Lings. But I was stupid, and I wasn't actually watching these Hellions run out. It's not till about now that I realized, hey, my Hellions are being chased. He does only get 2 of them. I think he was expecting me to keep going. Ooh, nice bait with the... Banelings. I probably didn't need to use the Banelings, but heck, killed off 2 Hellions, so pretty good control. I'm pretty impressed with how this guy's doing so far. Spire's going down, Lair's finished up. He's actually way behind where he should be in workers. Maybe we'll see a couple of big spikes come out soon. My command center's finished, queuing up the workers. 3rd and 4th factory going down right now, and I'm starting to hit the missile turrets. I know that he knows I got like a mech kind of play going right now. I'm totally expecting with his map control to go mutas. I have a little bit more time than maybe I originally thought. But supply-wise, I've actually got a lead in supply somehow. Look at the money banked up for him as well. He probably could go for a big kind of roach push. That's hard to say, though. Anyways, Shawnee's infamous walls of missile turrets. This base is just finishing up. Probably should see some droning happening now as well. Getting some overlords. Make sure he's got lots of supply. 1-1 for melee. Blue flame happening as well. It's going to be very important if I think he's going to be sticking on Lings, which part of me kind of expects him to. I have all these Hellions though. I'm seeing this, and I'm looking at how he's doing on the map. Like, he hasn't built any roaches from his roach warren or anything like that. If I had to push out with these Hellions a little bit sooner, I think what I've been able to do is force him to make more units. And that would, think that would help me a bit. He wouldn't be able to get as many mutas out. Looks like I'm kind of ready to push now. Get the Baneling, which is the important part. 13 mutas on the way. Do have my missile turrets going down. Widow mines in position. I believe he already got Overseer speed. No, he didn't. Should be getting that here pretty soon. Anyways, lots of factories done. Lots of supply block happening because I'm not very good. No armory out yet for upgrades, but Blue Flame will finish up here pretty fast. Scan. I'm pretty sure I saw a few of those mutas come out there with my scan, so I'm going to head home with my Hellions. I think maybe I could push in, but you can see there isn't really much there isn't that much damage I'd be able to get done right now with those mutas out. If I'd been a little bit earlier with those Hellions, maybe I'd be able to get some damage done. So Hellions come home. Tanks are out though. Lots of missile turrets. Do have a bunker, some marines in it, and widow mines in good spots. Making more widow mines now. If he's going mass muta, which I saw quite a few, the only thing that's really going to beat them out in the end is splash damage. So it's Thor's, which my armory is mega late for a mech, and widow mines. That guy didn't burrow because he missed the memo. Just didn't quite fire off on that in time. Overlord speed isn't finished yet, actually. Good snipe. Barracks did kind of distract, but he did pick off the widow mine in the end. We'll get the tank, but it did cost him a couple of mutas there. Pretty beat up. Back on this side, still moving those upgrades. I actually moved into range upgrade as well. Flyer, Carapace. It's very nice that he's getting those upgrades. You never know when they're going to pay off later. Come up here because I want to see if anybody's taking this base. Clean that out. See that I'm scouted. Come back home. Such is life. Supply-wise, we're still keeping pretty even, but you can see the mineral bank for my opponent's pretty high. Has taken his gases, but should take more bases here pretty soon while he's got this map control. When you do this and your opponent's meching, like I'd take this base maybe really soon. Just start mining it out. Take the bases that are, you know, eventually the Terran's going to take and see if you can't mine them out a bit further. Thor is finally on the way. Burrow, speed for my widowmines. And I'm still building SCVs. So, I mean, neither of us are great for this stage of the game, but I'm not as far behind as I once was. Hellions are going to sneak out now. Blue Flame's good, picking off a few things. I'm actually going to try and break up my Hellions here. Distract on one side. His mutas he's not using for this fight, and that's really what they're good for, is to help out with that. So I will run by. He hasn't built any static D yet for his bases. I actually killed a little larva with that. That was kind of crazy. Wanted to try and target down the banelings, but I shot at the queen. So at least he wasted most of those. Only killed 9 workers with that, but still nice to kind of throw him off trail a little bit. A couple more we're going to try and sneak in, but his mutas do finally come home. He is taking this base, as I was talking about, as well as this one. Wow, that was a lot of mutas. How many mutas is he at right now? 29. That's one way to do it. He's still got a huge mineral bank. So do I guess. He does scout this with a changeling, which is a bit disappointing for me because I was hoping I'd get away with sneaking in these widow mines. Thors are out right now though, so I should be able to help defend this. My main's like mined out completely, not getting any upgrades yet because, you know, that's what good people do. I don't qualify for that. So we're going to just see how he deals with these widow mines. He's got 29 mutas at the start of this fight. Greater Spire's on the way as well. That's also a very important thing to consider. Look at those, look at how red those mutas are. Yeah. Down to 14. So lost about 15 mutas in that fight there. Now this actually be really good if I didn't have the Thors coming in as well. He will get a bit of damage done, but these, not even worried about losing these SCVs. Just because I've got so many that aren't doing anything at the moment. So finish these up, finish up the missile turrets. Spending my minerals as best I can. But that Greater Spire is very, very important. I don't know about this yet. And that's my biggest worry is Mech. Like, it used to be Swarmhost back in the day, and then nobody's afraid of Swarmhost anymore. Now it's the Broodlord transition. And I don't even know if I have a starport finished yet. I don't. Which is just a problem in itself, not let alone dealing with the Broodlord transition that's going to be coming my way. Is upgrade still doing well? I had to double scan because I couldn't see the spire with my first scan because I just didn't point right. See the Greater Spire. Corruptor's on the way. Starports are going down now. Still a little flock of mutas. He lost quite a bit in that first fight. How much is he down to now? He's down to 12. Missile turrets are in position right now. It doesn't really want to fight with those, I don't think. And widow mines are going to spread themselves out into a good spot. Could maybe sneak around underneath, but it's a pretty sloppy but solid ring of missile turrets there. Not going to poke in and deal with that. Now, this section, pause for a second. Seeing that Greater Spire, timing that it was finished up, and knowing that my starports aren't even finished yet, it actually triggered me to push with everything I got. I emptied out pretty much every unit I have to move across the map. The reason for this is that I've got to go out. I know he's not going to have as big of an army because he's going to be banking resources for his Broodlords. If I can get there before the Broodlords hatch, I might be able to wipe out some of his bases. And then by then, hopefully I'll have some Vikings to transition into when I lose my entire mech army. So this is very calculated. He didn't see it coming because he doesn't have the watchtower for some reason. Another big hit. So, no upgrades on my mech. +1 is not finished yet. He's going to be at like 2-2 pretty soon for his roaches. It's 27 roaches on the way. And 3 broodlords happening right now. And he supply blocked himself, making all the roaches. So he's not even going to get as many broodlords as he initially wanted until he loses some supply here. Roaches kind of coming out piecemeal. Actually going to kill off a few of them as they pop out. So even though down horrendously in upgrades, the mech's still going to do good. So broodlords are coming in now. So it's time to start working my way out. Did run in with a few Hellions here. I don't think they ended up getting a lot accomplished, but I figured I'd try. I don't know where I was scanning. Anyways, down goes that base. And the thing is, I actually could have got out with this army. I forgot that these rocks are destructible. I probably could have broke through those and got out without any problems. Right now, I do have all my starports done, and I am making. But I scan it, I see it, but I'm still moving the wrong direction. Pick off almost the rest of the mutas. But I just get totally caught out here. And so I'm going to end up just a bad decision. I could have walked away with all that army. Instead, now I'm going to have to sit here. I will fight and do as much damage as I can. But I mean, that was a huge, huge loss for me on that. I'm trying to sneak down a command center over here. Running out some Hellions to the other side. Just want to keep him busy. Like, he's totally got the advantage right now. The only difference is he doesn't really have a lot of anti-air. I think he still has some corruptors left somewhere. Oh, maybe not. Anyways, he will finish off. Well, I think I've got to cancel that. Yeah, I did cancel that. Once again, I do finally have the time to get at least some sort of air defenses here. The problem is I didn't find where his broodlords were. Like, I'm scanning around. I'm trying to find the broodlords. They're down here. If I had just come down just a little bit and found these, I would have sniped so many. Good widowmine hits. Planetary is here to help out with a few things, obviously. Up at the top, Hellbats are going to clean up a base. So economy-wise, you know, we're pretty well in equal settings. Still mining more. Got a lot of idle right now. He's only mining more gas than me at the moment because I'm not optimally mining my gas. This base will go down. Hellions and tanks will keep that front alive. Still, just didn't find these broodlords. They are 1-1 for his air. My mech, which has almost no upgrades regardless. Widowmine's not quite in range. I'm ready to land these if I have to, but at the same time, I know I didn't kill the broodlords yet, so I don't really want to risk losing any of that. Like how the one shot from the auto turret killed one roach. That's pretty cool. Finally has some corruptors out now, so he's not naked in the air. All my Hellions decided to waddle over this way. Didn't get much damage done. But right now, we're pretty much both just destroyed in economy. I don't know where his air army is. Mine's doing pretty healthy. Couple Ravens in tow as well. More missile turrets going down in case he goes for another muta transition. Still just hiding down here with these units. Pretty broke right now. Right, he lost so many bases. He's already mining above optimally here. Pretty well mined out. Mined out. Some idle workers. And this is the only thing he's really got going for him. On my side, I'm not necessarily a lot better. Still some idle guys chilling in here as well. I was going to move out with my Hellions and try to find overlords. But he actually moves them all away quite smartly. Now there's a lot of corruptors out. Somehow I actually win this against the corruptors. It's a little surprising to me. But now he's just going to suicide his broodlords. He's got nothing to save these guys. He's going to buy time as much as he can. Gonna try and scoot because I gotta catch up to these broodlords before they just completely destroy this base. This is very expensive. This is a lot of supply, a lot of cost. Yeah, widowmines. Oh yeah, giant mess of Hellions up here as well. Because I had minerals to spend, just no gas. He's got some Hydras coming out now. Blue Flame Hellions, 1-1. So at least that's actually not too bad against, Hydras. They do pretty good damage. Hellion Transformation. And I'm just going to walk up into here and see what damage I can get done. Moving over to build another command center. Most people are back to mining, but this is pretty oversaturated as well. He burrows, I see it, I scan. So he's going to be down to pretty few workers here. Widowmines, once again, do really good. His units are pretty beat up. Hellion is actually... Sorry, the Roach is actually taking all the Hellion shots. A couple of Banshees. These were made by accident, actually. I didn't even intend for that. So I'll clean up his army, and he leaves the game. What was really funny about this is after it was done, he started talking to me in Korean or something like that, because he didn't GG out or anything. I think he was pretty upset how that game went. Very scrappy, but that's what you get for having a really stupid opening that doesn't work. SeKo Starcraft, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll talk with you later.